Hello, everybody! Welcome back to the Orsak Narrative Universe. My name is Joshua Orsak, and we are continuing the game Something Old and Something New. Now, we're having to do it sans one of our players. Sadly, Eve fell ill and is unable to join us for this evening. But, show must go on, and we have a way to do a little side quest today and make it all work. And so here we are. And I'm going to let you all start by each introducing your characters, giving a little background about them if you want, and then I will go over where we were last week, what happened, and where we are now.
I'll go first.
Yeah.
So I'm playing Sir Reginald Covington of Ranchfordshire, who is a ranching knight, a Don Quixote type, tilting his lance at windmills and whatnot.
Okay. And Lara?
Yeah, I'm playing Makia, a hue and prayer paladin, chaotic good, and a little bit grumpy.
Chaotic good and low. Give me your character's name one more time, CJ. Sir Reginald
Covington.
Yeah, Sir Reginald Covington. Reginald Covington.
Of Ranchfordshire.
Of Ranchfordshire. Of Ranchfordshire, because he's a ranching knight.
Let me write that down.
Sir Reginald Covington of Sir Reginald Covington of Ranchfordshire.
Ranchfordshire.
And then Garrett, why don't you introduce your character?
I am playing Garrett, the dwarf swashbuckler. Wait, that's how you say it.
You're playing Garrett?
I'm not that drunk.
You're playing Garrett?
I'll play Garrett. This will go tragically.
Oscar.
My name is Garrett, and I'm playing Oscar Ironfist, the dwarf swashbuckler.
Am I to understand that we've had a little libation IRL before the game?
No, I actually was going to look, and I'm out. So.
Damn. What a ranching.
Yeah.
Fitting. See what you did, CJ? Okay. It's all your fault. It's always your fault.
It's my aura.
You know. For a second you were clear, and then you moved and you wrecked it. So this game is called Something Old and Something New. It takes place in a relatively classic medieval setting, and we are having intrusions from another world. Last week they were dealing with what they thought was a pink dragon. It turned out to be a perfume drake that had the ability to manipulate things using olfaction, using the sense of smell. So they were able to have the same effect as a food fighter, if you know what that is in the Discord, using smell alone. Now, they also went on and found a group of bee fairies that had been oppressed by the drake. They sent a group of people who are big fans of Makia, like giant fans, to go and bring the drake's body back. There was a big fairy party, and we are going to wake up the next morning with the simultaneous return of Makia's big fans, with the money from the sale of the drake, which is going to total 500,000 money points split between the two of y'all, I assume, right now, and the approach of a man in gleaming black armor with the telltale, unmistakable sign of the banner of Ranchfordshire on his lance. So I'm going to have you take it away, CJ, and express to the group what you need and what is going on.
Greetings and salutations, adventurers.
It
is I, Sir Reginald Covington of Ranchfordshire,
who has come
here to invite you on a noble quest.
Oh God, it's him! It's him! And the bees are all going crazy.
Oh, you know this guy?
he always has jobs for us, things he wants us to do. They're always, they don't end well. We've lost so many people, so many fairies to his quests.
Huh.
Yes, well, they died for a noble cause. They were just not up to mettle.
I think they disagree.
Last week,
What's your quest?
you took Thaddeus. He came back to us in pieces.
Thaddeus came of his own volition.
He only
He
had.
died for a noble cause.
Okay.
He can rest well knowing he has sacrificed his life for the betterment of the realm.
Makia had a.
Yeah, he's resting all right then.
Makia had a question.
What's it pay?
Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
He asked what's it pay before her answer of her question of what the hell is it is answered. I believe Makia's first question is, what the hell is it? Or something like
What's
that.
the quest? What's the quest?
It would seem that these drunken, slovenly imps have broken in and are making a mess of the whole town.
Is it the whole
My
town,
kind
or
of
is it the watering hole that the town gets its water from?
Is that not the whole town? Yes, they've invaded the watering hole. A place where all people gather in this town. An important element of this town without which the people will not be able to go on.
Apparently, CJ has the memory of a goldfish. 'Cause for everybody who knows, we went over this 7 minutes ago before the stream began. Indeed, the watering hole is being poisoned by alcohol nymphs, alcohol dragon nymphs, which are the form from which larger pseudo-elemental dragons will eventually grow. So they kind of evolve. Unfortunately, your squire is completely knocked out from too much magical mead. A magical sleep from which they will not awake for at least a few days. So, can't come with you.
Nora,
What a
be
lightweight.
careful. Now look, I know. Just embarrassing.
Slapping. Are you slapping Nora as she sleeps?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Used to it.
You also each have 250,000 money points, Makia and Oscar, and there is a town along the way. In fact, it is the town from which Sir Reginald comes. Ranfordshire is between here and the Cliffs, the city that y'all need to go save. So you will be able to buy what you need, I'm sure, and more there at Ranfordshire. As y'all begin to travel, is there anything I want to do before you begin travel? Anything you want to do to prepare? This isn't exactly a town. I mean, it is a town. It's a little city for the bee fairies. Not like there's a lot to buy or prep here, but there are things you can do. So I'll make sure that we don't, because it is a couple days journey to Ranfordshire and then a day or two to the Cliffs. So anything anybody wants to do before you go, and I will start with you, Makia.
It's been so nice hanging out with you, bees. Anyway, you have a tattoo artist around here?
Oh, absolutely. We have we specialize in jars of honey and in bees, and in a very particular color pattern, which is yellow and black.
Oh, fantastic. I'd like to get a tattoo of a bee, please.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Right here.
Absolutely. Would you like it to do anything magical? We do have the option. You saved our town! We have to repay you. And the massive amount of magical honey we gave you last time is enough! So what kind of spell would you like us to put on said bee? We can make it where you can fly, magical dancing, where you can produce honey, healing honey.
Give me the wings.
Fantastic.
I'd like to fly.
Okay. And the bee actually, so much, the bee that comes up, the fairies. So, and there's different types and different varieties. Some just look like fairies, and their clothes kind of have the color scheme, and their wings are bee wings. Some are like bees from the waist down. This is the latter. He has a bandana on and a jean jacket, sunglasses on. So they tell me you want the wing special. Now I can give you 2 wings. I can make a little bee. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm the best around. I can give you whatever you want. If you have a particular kind of a memorial you'd like, I'll go all out. I'm not just some asshole who's just gonna put black and yellow on you. I can do a lot. So if there's another image you'd like me to put on, my ass will put it right on there.
Black and yellow's good. How about with just like blood splotches all around it, so people can tell I'm a real badass.
I dig it. I totally dig it. Now, put out your arm, and this is gonna sting a little. That's funny because I used my stinger. Never mind. And he does.
Hilarious.
He like uses his stinger to create the tattoo. Of course, you're a badass, so there's no pain rolls or anything like that. If you were your average Father Bob Priest, I would make pain rolls to see if you get through it, but not on your average fighter. I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it on Oscar either. And you get the tattoo. You can sprout bee wings that are large, preternaturally fly up to 30 miles an hour.
Ooh.
And
Hey.
no one can explain how you do it. That's funny because some people used to. Never mind. It used to be believed that science until like a year ago couldn't explain how bees fly.
Right. Yeah.
They can now though.
Their fuzzy little butts are too big, and their wings shouldn't be able to hold them up. But,
right. They should not be able to get lift. But since scientists don't really understand how lift works, anyways, I always wondered why that was a problem. We have no idea how planes do what they do. If anybody ever wants to know, we don't actually understand lift. We thought we did until planes could fly upside down. Because planes have concave wings, so it's supposed to create air pressure under it. And then, but planes fly upside down, so it makes no sense. Anyways, is there anything you would like to do here, Sir Reginald Covington of Ranfordshire?
Certainly. Wouldn't hurt to wet my whistle. Be a little while before I have a good brew.
Okay. We have some really solid mead. They give you like, have you ever seen Legend? Because I'm gonna bet you have. Have you ever seen the movie Legend with Tom Cruise?
No.
With Tom Cruise and Tim Curry, man, it's so good. Okay.
No.
So in that, first of all, everybody go see Legend with Tom Cruise and Tim Curry. This is a classic. I can't believe nobody's ever seen this. It's 80s to the max. But anyways, Tim Curry is incredible in it. Incredible. He's unbelievable. So they have these little like fingered sized cups that they use for fairy wine, and you have one of those for the mead. But the mead is strong, and it's good to have you, crazy teenager. The mead is strong, and if you want, it also can have some magical qualities to it if you want.
Well, it's not every day that I'm drinking this fantastic mead. Might as well spice it up with a little bit of magic while you're at it, barkeep.
What kind of magic would you like?
How about something that makes me buzz?
Okay, we can give it to you for the next 7
I
days.
see what you did there.
You have a buzzing attack which has an effect on people's minds. A drone, as it will, which is a kind of keen with a very specific psychological effect.
Hmm. Perhaps you could run through that list one more time.
Well, you said you
Make
wanted
sure
to...
I'm positive of my decision. I'm leaning towards one.
Just out of game, do you need me to...
I haven't quite decided.
Do you need me to say it out? Could you not understand in his voice?
Oh no, I totally understood.
You
But
son
my
of a bitch,
character
because
is a
you're a
ranger,
ranching
so
knight,
he's-
you motherfucker. Because you're a ranching knight, you. So I only gave you one option, and that is a droning effect, which will have an effect on someone's mind. It will actually cast a very specific spell called Feeble Mind. So if you would you drink it for 7 days, you can cast that spell 3 times per day.
Hmm. Yes, that is the one I was thinking of going with. Let's do it. Barkeep, I'll take your feeble mind buzzed mead brew, whatever you call it.
Here you go. Buzzing along.
My god, this is fantastic.
It is fantastic, by the way. If you want to be a part of the community, sir, check out this. If you're not already in there. You have to start 5 new games on top of all the games I'm already doing today. I have 5 games to start. Fucking 5. Whew! It's gonna be intense. Anything you want to do, Oscar, before you leave?
I was wondering, do you happen to have some kind of stinging sword?
Some kind of stinging sword?
Yes.
We only have one that can be used by a daishiki. But it can only be chosen by one who knows how to dance. Only the one who is capable of the dance can pull the sword. But it is a mighty sword. The Stinger is legend. One of our kind grew to enormous size. And from his stinger, the sword stinger was made because it's his stinger. We're not very original. We're not that creative, to be honest with you. But we do know how to make stingers that are giant into swords that we also call stinger.
See, that's the important part. Everyone's really awesome.
I shall bring you to the... What'd you say?
Oscar, I've seen you dance before. You're great at it. Remember that one night when you got really, really drunk?
No,
Everyone's
obviously
talking
I was
about
really
your
drunk.
moves. Yeah. Don't worry. He can dance. He can have the sword.
Alright. I accept the challenge of the dad.
Okay. I shall bring you to the rock within which Stinger lives. One thing I've said a million times, the one thing that you cannot really do properly in text games is awkward conversations. And it's the awkward conversations that are my best comedy is awkward conversations. You can't communicate the tone properly. So he brings you to the rock in which the sword is found. It's a black iron sword. Not darkest iron, but it is a black iron sword because it's adapted from the Stinger. And you, sir, must do a dance. I'm only giving you one shot at this unless somebody has some way to give you rerolls. You have to roll your wisdom, do you have any skill at all, musical talent, anything that might help you in this situation.
Like it'd be combat reflexes be like the closest thing, but I don't think that really would do anything.
Yeah, that has not. You know what?
Local knowledge. I have local knowledge.
Yeah, that doesn't do shit. Lawyer, though, I will give you a small bonus on the dex. So you need to roll your wisdom at half. Then you need to roll your dex at half plus 2.
Okay. Let's see, wisdom at half. All right.
You're either gonna make one or crit one and fail one. I can feel it. You either make them both
Yeah.
You failed it?
Let's see. I failed wisdom.
Okay, come on. Crit that dex. Crit it.
Dex. If it wasn't at half.
No, we'll get wrecked.
I would crit it.
Wrong. That's some rough dancing right now. Oh my god. Whew! I can't.
I should have let her know. Let it dance or whatever, bro.
You know
I think
what?
he needs to be drunk in order to dance.
Let's get him drunk. I'm going to first make you roll your charisma at half to make this even remotely true. So first, Laura has to make her charisma at half for this to be true.
We got it.
Or I'll let you roll your charisma at full, and if it's a 17 on fate, I'll make it true. There's a 1 in 100 chance.
Okay. Well, I failed at half.
Okay.
So should we just try the 100 now?
Let's try the 100. If this is a 17, then it happens.
Am I doing it or are you doing it?
Up to you. What do you want to do? You want to do it or you want me to do it?
I'll go.
Okay.
No, it's 19.
19, so close. All right.
We were close.
Let's see something.
So am I just hammered anyways? Just
Nope, 76. Yep, you're no because we didn't try it. We didn't try it because she's lying.
okay.
Okay. Everybody, we're getting out on the road. Anything you want to do as you travel. We will start with you, Oscar. What would you like to do as you travel along on your way? First just to Ranfordshire and then to the cliffs.
I'm gonna pull out me bottle of infinite ale and start sipping on it.
Okay.
Since I couldn't drink back at the party. And then I'm gonna do detect trap.
Okay.
I want to make sure we're not. Actually, yeah, detect trap.
Roll it.
I got it too. I made it.
Okay. There is no trap, but you know that there's no trap because you rolled to detect trap, and you detect no trap. So now you can move with confidence that there's no traps around. You know, no ambushes. No one's waiting out. Hey, it's not bad to know. We'll go to you, Reginald. Sir Reginald Covington. What do you want to do as y'all travel along? It is a bright grasslands, rolling hills. It is a thin gravel walk path that is extraordinarily well kept. It's kept by enchantment. Kind of a tan, almost sand color. Beautiful blue sky. The sun is shining, and the cloud, white clouds in the distance. You can see the cliffs, the mountains where y'all are heading. Far off in the distance, you cannot see Ranfordshire from where you are right now. Ranfordshire is this really annoying spot. It's at the bottom of a hill, so you can't actually see it till you come on it, and it's like comes out of nowhere. And if you move down the hill too quickly, there's always a couple of knights there to get money from you, like a toll, almost like a ticket, because you've been going too fast. But it's really hard not to go too fast because it's a really steep hill. For those of y'all who don't know, ranching is like getting screwed around, so it's getting magical power from getting screwed around. So Ranfordshire is it's that town. Sir Reginald Covington, what do you want to do as you travel along in this environment?
Blasted! Another giant! They just can't seem to stay away.
Are you summoning
I'm gonna look off in the distance, and there's gonna be a windmill that I totally summoned with my own lance.
Okay.
And I'm charging this thing.
You're gonna go up to the. Does anybody want to do anything? As this asshole goes up and attacks a windmill.
Stay back! This thing is dangerous.
Man, this ale's strong. I just see a windmill.
Just gonna watch. Okay.
I'm just gonna watch.
CJ, roll your melee as you attack the windmill, thinking it's a giant.
13.
Okay. You get it stuck, the lance stuck in the windmill, and it turns up, and now you're at the top. You're like at the apex, but then the windmill's not turning right, and you're like stuck
This
at the very
infernal
top.
giant has got me in its grasp.
There's no easy way for him to get down. Someone's gonna have to help him.
All right. She triggers her D tattoo
We
to go
know.
fly and get him.
Okay. So you need to roll your strength. First of all,
Hey.
and I want you to roll your ranching or.
I'm just gonna keep drinking.
I want you to roll your ranching or, CJ. This is really important.
Failed.
Failed it. Did you fail your strength?
I did.
You failed. So I want you to know that. So there were two ways this could go the way I wanted. One is if he made his ranching or and you made your strength. The other is if you failed your strength. So you're like holding him, and it's really awkward, and like his, like his pants are halfway down, and you've got him like this, and you're like he's like kicking his feet, cursing at the giant, and it's really awkward to hold him, and like you feel like he's gonna slip through your arms, and you keep.
God damn it.
I'll
Oscar's
roll
just sitting there drinking his beer, and he's like, "You know what? This makes up for the dancing. This is way better."
We've got one last choice, one last heave. We can best this giant. Our only choice is to plunge it deeper. Plunge this lance deeper into its heart.
It's a windmill, damn it.
I need you to push.
Don't
Push.
tell me to push.
We must finish the giant.
How can I use something?
Okay, do it here.
Can I use aerial combat to like try and just pull back really quick?
Absolutely.
Like, get him out of there.
Roll your intelligence
Okay.
and your dex.
Okay. Man, like, not good stats. Okay. Well, no. 2 fails. Great. Awesome.
Double fail.
Stuck on the windmill.
Hold on. I'm gonna roll. I'll roll incredible luck, even if I can't roll ranching.
I was gonna say, can I roll Incredible Luck too to see if I can help?
Hell yeah.
Made mine.
So she drops
did
you,
not.
and Oscar grabs you, and he still has his beer in his hand.
A big strong
No,
lad
that's
had to
scary.
save me.
The magic fades, thank God, and the windmill is gone. For some reason, Reginald. I'm just kidding, I was gonna give Reginald. I thought giving Reginald a level just because it was funny, but I can't do it. I want to do it
You can't
just
roll
because it's funny. I want to so bad. You know what? Actually, what am I talking about? Reginald gets a level just because it's funny. Just Reginald.
God damn it, Reginald. You weren't even drunk.
That's not
Oscar
true.
was-
I'm getting
Those
there.
thieves make a hell of a mead. Liquid courage, as they called it, allowed me to stare that giant in the eyes and take it down. One fell swoop, clean.
Okay.
Did you need glasses?
You won't be messing with us anytime soon. The citizens of this realm are saved. Huzzah! Huzzah!
Actually,
Huzzah!
I probably would have given him the level for the huzzahs. As y'all travel along, what do you want to do, Makia, after that rather honestly disturbing display?
I will. So remember last time when we were talking about how I was not going to get charge of the self-righteous? I'm going to try and get that. Yeah.
Yeah. So roll your charisma 5 times, and then roll your strength 5 times.
Okay. You know what? I'm not going to get that as it turns out. Let's see. Okay. 1 pass. 2 pass. 3 pass. 4 pass. 5 passes on charisma. Oh, I got a pass on strength. That's pretty good. 2 passes. No, 2 passes and 3 fails on strength.
Okay, should you keep trying next time? Okay, it's getting late. You can see in the distance the hill that you know or Reginald knows. Reginald, do you tell them when they're getting on registrar? Or are you gonna make them? Are you gonna like subject them to the toll? I would assume you
you're
don't.
talking about.
You know the condition I was telling you about. I assume you
Oh
don't tell
no,
them.
no, that's how we make our money, dude.
Yeah. But you're not.
That's important for the town. That's important for the town. That's upkeep. That's infrastructure right there.
Y'all are not there yet. So you will need to make camp for the night. I need to know who takes first watch, who takes second, and who takes third.
Doesn't matter.
I'll take first.
We
I'll
have
take third.
okay. Then you're
All right.
second, Makia.
Mhm,
Oscar,
mhm.
what do you want to do during your watch?
I'm just gonna keep drinking, and I'll use spot just to keep an eye out.
Okay. As you keep an eye out, you see in the sky a new constellation that is starting to form. It has not finished forming yet. Something is holding it back. It is the image of the Hebrew word tikva combined with a rat, which is hauling the word essentially on its back. You can see it half in and half out. And as that incomplete image fills the sky, you are filled with an abiding sense of peace. As music fills the air, you have no idea what this symbol means. You have never seen it before. You do not know Hebrew. But you know in your heart it is a symbol of peace, because that is what tikva means. Little motes of light fall from the sky, the result of the universe, the multiverse, trying to bring something new into existence. And you are instantly brought to memories of some of the best parts of your life. You are lifted outside of yourself as you understand joy and love, what it's like to love someone else more than yourself, because it is in that kind of love that we have hope. And you gain the ability to grant someone else temporarily what we call Corsican brothers. Those have been coming up in the game a lot, and there's good reason for it, given the move in the game towards love. But it is unusual to be able to move that ability around, to assign someone else as your Corsican brother or Corsican sister, where you can share your stats, share your hit points, and co-op in a way that you can't with simple cooperation. You gain this ability as these little motes of light, this representation of this struggle, surrounds you. And
Wow.
without knowing how, you know that the words you use to summon that power are Romeo and Ghosts. So, 22 on Fate, and a 93. So, it's a pretty nice ability.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You will also get 3 boons of Tikva, 2 divine gifts of Tikva, and 1 supreme divine gift of Tikva. And with the Corsican Brothers ability, you can pass those boons and those gifts on to other people. Ooh, I might have to pause for just a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, Makia, what do you want to do during your watch, second watch?
Let's see. I will try to learn Charismatic Liar.
Charismatic Liar is a great skill. Roll your charisma 5 times. CJ's like shaking his head, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
CJ has that skill in real life.
Okay.
Honestly.
Man, I got you.
It's the stone-faced demeanor.
Oh, you should have tried a second time for your other skill you tried for. Get ready.
I know, but my strength is like so low. I wouldn't have even gotten it again. I got 4 out of 5.
Okay, 4 to 5. Keep trying next time. The absolutely. You got it.
I got it.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it to you.
Nice.
CJ,
Take it.
what do you want to do during your watch?
I'm gonna write in my diary.
Okay.
Nice.
A memoir, if you will. Not even really a memoir. It's more of like an autobiography.
Okay.
These are my notes for later in life.
Okay.
When for bards to sing the lofty tales. Today, the adventurers and I face down yet another giant.
During
And just writing in my diary.
during your watch, you find flowers that form from the stardust that fell earlier. These flowers are, when collected, can give you the ability to grant boons of the stars. You have 3 of them. 3 of them form, and you can grant 3 boons, similar to what Oscar can do, but through a much less complicated process.
Okay. Dope.
I am so sorry. I'm going to have to pause one more quick time. I apologize. Okay. Excellent. What do you want to do the next day as you wake up and as you begin traveling along?
I'm gonna try and steal Oscar's alcohol.
Okay, you're gonna steal it.
Yeah, just for fun.
How do you go about stealing it?
I'm gonna say I'm gonna go walk up next to him. I assume he's drinking now.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah. So she's just gonna kind of like put her elbow on his shoulder, real buddy left, and be like, "What's that over there?" And Try to grab it.
Okay.
What's where?
Roll your charisma.
Over there, look.
Roll your charisma, your dex, and then roll 100-sided against Oscar. Oscar isn't get a plus 20 on the 100-sided, so first roll your charisma.
Okay, that's a pass.
Roll
And
your
then you
dex.
said dex.
Mhm.
That's a pass.
No, you roll 100-sided. Oscar, you roll 100-sided. You get a plus 20, Oscar.
Go. Oof, I got 24.
Okay. Oscar, what'd you roll?
With my 20, that'd be 110.
Okay. He grabs the alcohol away from you. What do you say, Oscar? What's your response?
What do you think you're doing? That's mine. Did you just want a sip? I'll give you a sip.
Yeah, you never share. We're out here in the mud,
Yes.
day in and day out, and you never even offer. I mean, are we even friends?
What the hell, man? Don't be stingy.
Seriously.
Listen, it's the good shit.
All right,
You
give it
don't
here.
offer the good shit. You have to ask for the good shit. All right, here.
Mm,
And I'll hand her the bottle.
thank you. Cheers.
Okay.
Cheers to you.
Gives it back. Cheers.
What do you want to do as you continue on? I'll go to you, Sir Reginald. What do you want to do?
So, do y'all want to take y'all's actions first? Because my plan was actually to cue like a travel sequence, just have the heroic music playing in the background. Just cuts to us like traveling through a desert, and then over like high mountain passes, and like I was gonna use shape reality meme. Let's see here. Shape reality 1, meme 4 to try and do this. I don't know if I actually have any power to do this with, though. Does that make sense? I don't know.
Yeah.
Ranching or meta.
So
or
what?
ranching or meat.
What meme is it?
Yeah.
What meme are you appealing to?
I'm appealing to the classic travel sequence. The heroes traveling, and it's just like
are you
them
trying-
going through like the desert through a sandstorm.
Are you trying
Like
to
through
create a
the high mountain
montage?
pass.
You mean a montage?
Yeah, montage.
I
Yeah,
think-
montage, but montage sequence to get us there.
Gotcha. I mean, y'all aren't that far, so it's
I
funny.
don't care.
That's what I
It's
figured.
the fact we're going to town over and we're doing a montage sequence
Right.
to get there.
Okay, so roll your wisdom and your intelligence. I'm not gonna actually make you drop meta power because you can't usually drop meta power to make meta power.
Made both.
You made both. Okay, so y'all are y'all are both extraordinarily tired. In fact, I need both Makia and Oscar to roll Constitution.
Oh, I like barely filled it. I rolled 1 over.
I passed.
Okay,
So exciting.
Wait, can I roll incredible luck?
you sure can. Roll your incredible luck.
Nope. All right. Moving on.
Okay. The Oscar passes out, and now you have a 400-pound dwarf on your hand.
It would seem the alcohol has caught up with our dwarvish friend.
The
Why? Why is he so heavy? He's a dwarf.
he's
They're a hardy stock.
Oscar is
Oh,
is definitely not passed out from drunk. He's passed out from walking through rain and wind and cold and then desert. So I
Yet
would
I
like
would
to make this
say-
clear that this is completely Reginald's fault. by the way, y'all have no idea how the rolling hills you were on became all these things. You have no idea how the rolling hills you were on became, like, all of a sudden this all happens, and Reginald, get yourself 125 ranching power. That is the classic ranching. That is a true ranching. Because it entertained him while screwing y'all around. See, that's a ranching. It's not enough that someone gets screwed. Someone has to benefit from it.
I'm gonna give him one of my doses of magical honey.
Okay.
See if that gets him on his feet.
The dose of magical honey certainly restores Oscar to his full and upright position.
Fretch
What
not.
What happened? Where did that blizzard come from?
They tend to occur at the tops of tall, snowy mountains.
Buzzards start to occur at the top of tall, snowy mountains.
Oh, buzzards? Oh, I thought you said blizzards.
Oh, you said
Oh, I
blizzard.
also thought you
I
said blizzard.
You said blizzard? Okay, I thought you said where's the
Okay,
buzzard
my
come
mouth
from?
might cut out.
Okay, I got you. Where the blizzard come from? Good call. Y'all are now at the top of that hill. You look back and none of the shit you came through is there anymore. It has somehow all disappeared. And what's weird is that as you went through the montage, you didn't really, it didn't strike you as strange at the time, but now that you're coming out of it, doesn't make any sense. Look at the shit-eating grin on CJ's face. I know you might not be able to see. Go check your Twitch, Laura, because it's worth looking at. The man is so proud of himself.
I can see CJ.
Huh? Okay.
I can see him. Oh yeah.
I'll tell you.
Stone face now.
He has not, because he's never gotten to really play a ranching character the way he wants. Not really. Ever.
Plus this character I played twice in both games fell through, and I was so excited to play him every time.
So yeah, I'm excited that CJ's gonna stay on
Yeah.
for a few weeks. This is exciting, and this is a good character, and I think it's gonna fit really well. So out of game, y'all know that you have to not move too fast down this hill without paying a toll. But in game, your characters don't know that. So I need y'all both to roll 100-sided dice. All you have to do is roll under 55. If you roll under 55,
They also, I'm walking alongside them. I know this, so they might match my pace.
yeah, but you're one of the police officers who actually set up this speed trap. So by the way, my town is actually set up this way.
22.
22. That's the second one this game.
Right?
What?
Oh,
what?
wow.
What? That's a fake roll.
They're
So
on
I
my
am.
rogue vid dice.
They're on your rogue
These are the
vid
dice
dice.
I got.
What?
Custom rogue
Killing
vid
it.
gaming 22.
Oscar, you don't even have to roll. Y'all both get to the top of the hill. You see two knights, and their armor is a gleaming blue, and they have like pads there, and they just look so upset. So in my town, I live in LaPorte, which is a suburb of Houston, and we have this really high overpass, and on the other side of the overpass, police just wait to pull people over. And the speed limit is 35 miles an hour in a place where it should not be 35 miles an hour. And right at like 5 feet from the bottom of the hill, it's actually 45 miles an hour. So it's literally exists only to get tickets. So this is based on real life. And you are in Sir Ranfordshire. I mean, you're in Ranfordshire. Ranfordshire, the smell of the Hidden Valley, that sweet smell of ranch, is all over this town. Everybody eats ranch here. Ranch dressing is the meal of the day. You see people with carrots and celery and just eating ranch dressing everywhere. And everybody moves in a pace that just seems a little bit off. It's annoying. Like people, the way they walk doesn't seem like it's rhythmical. Like they're not walking with a normal, and it's just slightly off, and it really gets you right here. There's just something about it. Something around the house. Additionally, um, everybody speaks with an accent, but it's very, very mild. So like, you can't quite tell if they're actually speaking with an accent. If you've ever been around somebody who has an accent, but it's so mild, you want to ask them if they're from somewhere else, but you don't want to be rude. Everybody has that effect, except every slight accent is slightly different. Nobody has exactly the same, slightly off accent. And the image, and I was going to give you, what is the banner of Ranfordshire, my good friend CJ?
Honestly, I was thinking like the sort of like white, fluffy, kind of like Paschal lamb such looking thing on a black, full black flag, and
Sure.
there's just a bottle of like ranch behind him.
Absolutely, sounds fantastic. And we are in the city of Ranfordshire, which is your only chance to buy anything. Now, the standard Bigsley's buys and socks is not found here. All you have is the Ranfordshire General Store, which is also where you will get your magical items. That's it. So, if you want to buy anything here, you will want to spend the night. You want to spend the night at the inn. But I swear, when you get those rooms, is this bed at an angle? It feels like the bed might be at an angle. Just a little bit.
God damn it.
Is it?
That's the one
No,
that
it's
gets me.
not. It's not it can't be. Why does it feel like it's at an angle? Then you measure it and you check it, not at an angle. But you get in the bed, it's fucking an angle. It's gotta be. But then it's not. The look on Laura's face is worth this entire bit.
I know, that would make me
Too
so
hard and too
mad.
soft.
It's an
Same time.
unmitigated W.
He's so upset.
Well, you know, like everybody wants to know
Watch
what
some
ranching is.
rails might help.
So
Thank
first,
you. Thank you for offering.
purchase, and then you like cut the legs off this bed because fuck this place. But then it still isn't. It's never, because it's actually enchanted to always be slightly off.
Like the curtains don't close all the way. There's like
Yes,
one little
yes,
inch, but that's the inch
yes,
where the light comes
yes,
through and it just
yes,
hits your eyes.
yes, and you swear no
Yeah.
matter where you are in the bed. That's that's what's going on. Is exactly that.
Mhm.
Now,
Reginald, I hate this place.
Let me tell you, I'll see y'all in the morning. I'm gonna rest up at my house. Go sleep
guy.
in my own waterbed.
the waterbed. Do they still exist? Do waterbeds still exist?
They've got
I
to.
miss
Probably.
mine so much.
Huh? Like, I remember. Do you remember? There used to be like commercials every 30 seconds for a waterbed back when I was a kid, and I haven't seen hide nor hair.
There
on
is a
waterbed.
place by me there's a place by work that says they sell waterbeds. I haven't been in to confirm, but there is like a tiny little place close to the warehouse I work at that does say
The only
like,
problem is
mattresses,
they
waterbeds.
always pop. You always get a more of a custom order. Anyways, do y'all want to go to the do you want to go to the store, the general store? Because you are going to be facing down alcohol dragon nymphs, and I'll be honest with you, and I think CJ and Garrett can both attest this out of the game. They're no bullshit. They're a pain in the ass, especially if you have enough of them.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'd like to buy something.
Fantastic! Welcome to the general store, and I am here to help you. What can I do for you today?
How much are stat rings nowadays?
The stat rings here are a fantastic price, much cheaper than you will find them anywhere else. They're 8,756 money points.
Oh,
And then they are multiples of that, so then it's 80,562, and then 876,562, and then 8,765,000.
I'm good. Okay. Yep. I get it. Thank you. I will take the 2-star ring.
The plus 2.
8,000? Wait, no, 80,000.
87,562. Yes, it's a good price.
It's a great price.
It is a fantastic price.
Great. We'll take one of those. Yeah.
Do you get where the ranching is? 87,560. Because you got to keep the math up. 87,562.
Yeah.
It's keeping.
Oh.
Yes, he did.
I just hit Oscar.
I'm just gonna do some quick math. You guys do your shopping.
That is. I'm also have been working on the exact kind of accent that I'm talking about, where you don't exactly, like you're almost there, but you don't, you can't quite place it, and it is, but it's not like their English is in any way off. Of course, it would be common in game, but you want to ask where they're from, but you can't really place it. Is there anything you would like to get here? Covington.
It would seem I'm fresh out of coin. Perhaps I could borrow some and pay all back later. It seems I've given all of mine to the Church of Ranchfordshire.
Absolutely. Whatever you need. What can I get for you today?
I could use the strongest, your best hangover cure. The one that your grandmother's grandmother used.
Absolutely. Wake up juice. Done. And gives you a bottle of Tabasco sauce.
Ah, excellent.
Extra hot.
Homemade, I can see.
Ah, yes, absolutely. I make it myself. It's clearly not homemade.
Can I get one of those as well, sir?
Absolutely. Here is also, and they are a steal at 1,993 money points, but free for my good friend Sir Covington.
You know what? That's actually kind of fair. I won't argue with that one.
You also wouldn't happen to have...
Can I get...
Oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna ask for another one. Could I have 2 of those in total?
What, do you think his grandmother's back there whipping those up every single day? Those things are valuable. He only has so many of them. They're homemade, for God's sake.
I would like you to know, like
Okay,
right
let's get some
in front of you,
homemade.
he hands you 3 more bottles to Covington.
See, Grandma's a hard worker. Don't judge.
He is an honored guest of our town. He is an honored knight here in our town.
What's going on with your accent, man?
What accent?
Just sounded like you had a little bit of an accent.
Absolutely
For
not.
a second.
No.
Oh. Well, that's too bad. I would have found that incredibly interesting.
There is nothing interesting about me. I am the most boring man you have ever met in your entire life. In the grand scheme of things, nothing interesting ever happens to me. I have a wife that I have been with for 20 years. We have 2.6 children. We have a house with a 30-year mortgage. It is 20 years paid off, but we keep roughly 8,000 in debt constantly. There is nothing interesting about me at all.
Okay.
What about you, big boy? Is there something you would like here from the general store?
You got some kind of cool sword. You gotta like.
We do have
I don't know,
a
weaponry.
very cool sword. So this sword is a weapon of the 5th echelon, and has the ability to possibly break body integrity. It is an absolute steal at 9,912 money points. By the way, that is insane.
I'll take that one.
Fantastic.
You know.
I am
It
so
seems
glad
nice.
you are taking this sword. This is a sword that needed to go to a good home. I am so happy you are getting this sword.
I can tell.
Oh,
I am too happy.
It is about time. Get the sword the fuck out. I mean, the hell out of this store. Oh, jeez.
You know what? I'm not gonna look the gift horse in the mouth. I'll take it. I'm taking it anyways.
You're gonna see if I'm bluffing, aren't you? You're gonna find out.
Yeah.
You're rolling them dice, huh? Okay. Is there anything else that you would like here in the general store?
Yes. I've got the hangover cure, but I don't have anything to line my stomach before I black out. Perhaps you have something. Perhaps your grandmother's recipe for a stomach liner of some sort.
Oh, you would like an iron stomach.
Yes, something
Okay.
like that.
Get over here and open your mouth. I am going to put something down your throat.
Don't do that.
I am going to put
It's never
something
good
down
to
your
do that.
throat.
You've gone way back. He's never led me astray. Not
I have
once.
never met this man before in my life.
Okay.
I've been on the ship for many years. That's a trap if
what
I've
you're
ever heard
into.
one.
I'll step forward and open my mouth.
Okay, he takes boiling iron and slowly brings it up.
Mickey is watching like this.
Are you sure this is right? This doesn't seem correct. I'll start pulling myself.
You know what?
Chug.
Forget you then. You're going to insult me? You're gonna question my methods? Yeah, I'm not giving you this. You're not getting this very special formula for your stomach. Get out of my story. I'm tired of being insulted. Now, I'm going to tell you, that was either magic that actually would have given you a cast iron stomach, or it was boiling iron, and I will never tell you. It was something. It's right here on the fate roll, baby. I've got the number. I will never tell you. Never. You will never know. There's stuff CJ has wanted to know about this game that I have never told him. I will never tell you which one it was.
At least it wasn't a complete loss. We made out with his grandmother's hangover cure. Homemade, might I remind you.
I wanted to buy one more ring though, but it's okay.
Well, you can go back in. You're not the one who insulted him.
Okay. I'll just get one more of the 2+2 rings, and then we're good.
Okay,
we don't
same
have to
price.
do that. Okay.
Whatever price I gave you before.
I did math already.
I remember it.
Money.
I remember.
We're good.
7,652 or whatever.
Something like that.
82,562.
Now.
Can I get one of those as well?
It's really a steal.
Yes.
For real.
I mean, it's like 20% off. Less than 20% off.
Yeah.
The sword, assuming it doesn't have a curse, which it probably does, is an absolute bargain.
It's fine. It's fine. He wouldn't lead me astray.
I'm gonna tell you,
Not
it
bad.
came
You seem
down
like
to
a good lad.
it came down to a fate roll. The problem is that curses like this can take a long time to build.
Ooh.
I could
Oh,
wait
yeah.
to the very last game of this series, and I would. So you can sit there and wonder about it the whole time, because I'm not gonna tell you either. Okay.
Oscar's a gambler.
So is Garrett apparently.
Yeah.
The it is um uh y'all gonna get a good night's sleep. Is what do you want to do that night as you try to get some sleep, Makia?
Okay, let's finish working on charge of the right. Oh wait, what was I doing?
Charge
Yeah.
and self-righteous. You only need 3 out of 5 strengths, but you do get to roll your charismas again. And remember, if you crit those, it takes up the strength. So it's always worth rolling both, even if you've already made one batch.
All right, so let's just do the charismas real quick to see if I get crit. And I don't, but they're all passes. Oh, okay, I got one more strength. Okay, I just got one more strength.
Okay.
Okay.
So close. One more try, even if you don't make it, you get it.
Sweet.
Because I'm cool like that. I do that pretty standard. CJ, what do you want to do that night in your castle? I want you to know that you're in a mansion. Your bed is perfectly flat. It's also extraordinarily comfortable.
As
you
water
have-
beds often are.
Yeah, you are in your water bed.
Me?
Yeah,
I'm
anything you
gonna
want to do
rest
that
tight.
night? You just gonna rest?
I'm gonna write my diary some more. Write about our epic quest through the mountains and through the desert.
Yeah. Write the details of the montage out. We walked past the 5-headed dragon. The sun was beating down.
For 5
Yet
days and
we-
nights
That's right. That's right.
with nary a rest.
Oscar, anything you want to do? Let me tell you
Drink so much that the bed doesn't bug me.
something. Drink so much the bed doesn't bug you? That's impossible, sir.
Exactly.
The bed even bought, and then you try to sleep on the floor, and the floor has the same fucking problem.
Damn it. It's worse than the ship.
It is though, because at least the ship's like back and forth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boat rocks you to sleep, not this shit. Whatever, Matt. What?
It's just ever so slightly off. Just a little bit. Okay, y'all wake up the next morning. Anything else I want to do in Ranfordshire? We get the fuck out of this town. I think I already know the answer.
Out. I'm ready to go.
Okay.
I'm well rested, ready to go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay. What do you want to do as y'all continue along on your way to the cliffs and their water source, which is being poisoned, really, by these alcohol dragon nymphs? I'll start with you, Oscar.
Could I work on my backstab?
You can always work it.
Let's see if I can improve it at all.
Do you want to improve it, or do you want to add percentages to it? Because those are two different things. Do you want to improve it?
I have improved. Let me improve the percentage. I'll just do the percentage.
Then roll your percent 5 times. Each one you get, you will add 1% to that total.
Okay. So I made one so far. Last one. Nope, only made one.
Okay. CJ, what do you want to do as y'all travel along?
gonna pray.
Okay. Roll your wisdom. Who are you praying to, by the way? Do you just pray to Ranchi?
No, I prayed to God, the generic God.
Okay. The one
I'm
above
just
all.
throwing it out there.
Roll your wisdom, sir.
Made it.
Okay. From the sky, a flaming sword comes down and slams in front of you. It is clearly on fire, and it is giant. It is too fucking heavy to possibly move. It is slammed into the ground, and it is just like usually a flaming sword. It's only the blade that's aflame. The entire sword is aflame. I want you to know that it lands right in fucking front of you, like you would believe that God was trying to kill you, which he might have been, given your behavior. But y'all are sitting there, and you just see it slam like right at his feet, and it's huge. I mean, it looks like Kratos' sword. It's something a giant would wield, and it's just.
I see. He's testing me. My will. Fine. I shall be your chosen champion. You have gifted me a sword, large enough to slay the giants which plague this land. And I shall wield it as your instrument of war and judgment. I'm gonna reach for the flaming sword's handle.
The sword is actually extraordinarily light, and your entire body it goes aflame when you hold it, like the fucking Human Torch.
Fire.
Oh wow.
Fear not, for the fire does not burn me.
Let's say it's called the burning bush effect. You have a sword of the burning bush.
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Okay.
What's the
Makia? Huh?
the plus or echelon? Anything I need to know
Oh, it's a
about this?
+5 sword.
Just find out. Okay.
Technically, it should be a Titanic weapon, but it's not because it's actually extraordinarily light.
Okay. Heck yeah.
Okay, let's she's gonna gather information about the watering hole.
Okay.
Like, I'm not sure if Reginald would know, but just the general area, if it's like low down or if there's, just
For sure. Yeah, roll your
strategize.
Roll your intelligence.
Oh no, that's a fail.
Never fail to pray, by the way. Never fail to just pray like you did. You are a prayer paladin, and you can always gain ability to pray. You were doing that a little bit more last game, so I just want to remind you. As y'all travel along, you see a group of they look like grass imps, but they're jet black, which is unusual. But they look like grass imps besides. And you see a being that looks like a mushroom man, and he's like tied up to something like a vine and hanging upside down. And they are making noises and like stabbing at him with like little spears. You see this. Reactions to the situation.
We're gonna go save that mushroom man, right?
Of course. Well, of course.
We're heroes. Let's get in
I
there.
guess I'll just follow y'all then.
What did you say?
I guess I'll just follow y'all then. It looks like I've been outvoted.
Okay. As you approach,
Onward.
they see a flaming dude with a sword so fucking big it could smash a fucking. They shit themselves and run.
Nice.
As they do that, I'm gonna try and drop a windmill on him. What?
With
A
your
giant has appeared! It seems that they're in league with the giants!
For the love of God, it's a windmill. Why don't you recognize the
First of all,
windmill?
I would like to establish that the windmill
Where did
does
it come
fall on
from?
them and squish them. Are you gonna go up
And
and
then I'm
fight the
charging
giant?
the windmill full tilt.
Okay. Uh, roll your melee.
Oh, 17.
You smash into. Oh, that's a fail, isn't it? Because what level are you?
5.
Oh, you have +5. You have +5. So no, it is
And I
me.
have a +5 sword. Yeah, yeah.
So you slam into this thing, and it shatters the windmill. And you feel like you've won, but the sword has shrunk in size, and your fire has slowly gone down. And it loses 1+. So every encounter, the sword reduces in power until it's nothing. And the idea is every time you fight a windmill, that'll be counted as an encounter.
A noble use of this noble sword.
And because
Another giant fell.
and for everything that's
By the
happened so
hand.
far,
Sir Reginald Covington of Ranchfordshire.
Reginald Covington of Ranchfordshire. Give yourself another 35 ranching power. Okay. It is as you continue along. Y'all make it to the cliffs. You do need to climb the cliffs. So the setup you asked, you see it here. You have the city the cliff is shaped like this. The city is lower. The lake is like visible at the very top of the cliff. Y'all need to get to the city. One of the reasons why Reginald brought y'all here is the city is not reachable by normal means. Normally, there's like a pulley system set up, but the nymphs have destroyed it. So y'all have to scale a bunch of very treacherous cliffs to get to the city and to the lake. However, someone here has solved the problem for themselves because they have wings.
Yes. I can fly. But before I go, I'll do some efficacious prayer, trying to help my friends out.
Let me
Well,
hear.
my
Let me hear.
I don't know for
Let me
yet.
hear the prayer. I love when the prayer is acted out.
What am I praying to? Oh my God. Let's see. Hermes has wings.
Hermes does have wings. His
All
winged,
right.
he has winged boots that let him travel.
Okay. So she's gonna say, Hermes, my old friend. I hope you caught me trying to steal Oscar's beer earlier, huh? That one was just for you. I wonder if you could help me out and
Wait, what?
give these 2 wings so they could join me up in the city and we can accomplish our quest. Thank you. You were a fantastic god.
Roll your 20-sided dice. You want to roll your charisma or under?
Okay. Oh no, it's 1 over. Wow, you didn't like the prayer.
Too bad.
Sorry, boys.
Then we have a.
You were trying to steal it earlier?
Y'all should roll incredible luck.
No.
For no
Just,
particular reason, I'm encouraging y'all to roll incredible luck because you probably want that
Thank
to be
you.
made. For no reason at all. I'm saying give it a shot.
I failed.
I can use ranching power though.
You sure can.
Can I use it to change the roll, or do I have to change the roll itself?
You can drop a little bit to push that up to one lower. It won't count as a crit.
Yeah,
it will not count as a crit. It will count as a make. But it doesn't matter.
So wait,
Believe me.
What did she roll? What did she roll?
She rolled 1 over
a
her
19.
and her charisma 18.
Oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I'll just drop 5 to.
5 does not do that,
change.
sir. Sorry.
5 doesn't? Okay.
Nope. Here comes the downside ranching power. You have to guess.
Are you like? Oh, wait. Are you like? Can I drop again then?
Yeah, of course you can. You
I'll
can drop
15 if you'll let me drop again.
15.
Yeah.
Still doesn't do it. That's not how many times you plug drop ranching power, so you should know this.
To drop one.
To move a stat even one place is less than the reroll of the stat. And the reroll has a certain number. So in other words, it is less to reroll the stat than to change the stat, to change the roll. And you should, do you know how much it costs to reroll it? You know what? I'm gonna let you reroll it. He dropped 20. 20 is the number. Reroll it. See if you can get under that.
Alright. Hey!
No, it's
Now
been a hot minute since I
the
played
good news
ranching.
is if she crits, she crits.
Yeah. No, it's been a hot minute since I played ranching.
It
It's
has. What?
It's a pass.
Fantastic. You rolled 100 on fate. So you all get a set of lesser Hermes boots. So these are winged boots. You can already fly.
What?
These allow y'all all to fly at 700 miles an hour. So that's just under supersonic speeds. It also allows you the whispering wind at will, which allows you to send a message across the winds. So
Ooh.
three pairs of lesser Hermes boots, 100 on fate, trip zeros. Can't beat it. So y'all are able to just levitate. Sir Reginald Covington is not happy about this at all. The whole point was for y'all to get dashed upon rocks. I guess he had to be. You chose to drop the ranching power, and that's your character. So Reginald decided
don't
that
get
it
me
was worth it.
wrong. Yeah. Listen, I'm all about the quest, but every once in a while we'll circumvent something.
I gotcha. Okay. Y'all make it to the cliffs, and the city of the cliffs. And you can smell the alcohol. This is not drinkable alcohol. You think, hey, your water gets turned to tequila, it's not so bad. This is isopropyl, not
Yeah.
drinkable. So the town is not in a good place. Everybody is quite depressed. Magic is not common in this town. There's not much magic at all. It's rather poor, but usually pretty happy. They have what they need up here. They know how to live in this place, except when their fucking water supply is being poisoned by isopropyl dragon nymphs. Is there anything anybody wants to do? Spend some time in the town. Town is like adobe. It's not exactly adobe, but it's like a type of clay that they use to make their homes. Is there anything anybody wants to do before y'all go up to the lake to deal with these isopropyl dragon nymphs?
We must get ahead of the inevitable hangover. Quickly, Oscar. Chug your brew. I'm gonna take out the Tabasco and I'm gonna chug the bottle of Tabasco.
Okay. Roll your constitution at -3.
You got it, boss. Oh, made it? I'll be honest, I didn't expect to.
Okay. I'm going to establish that he's sweating and tears are coming out of his eyes, but he is not breaking character.
Grandma makes a mean brew. Potent.
This encounter sounds spicy. Thank you. Appreciate that. The potent. Anything else anyone wants to do before y'all head to anybody wants to do besides something completely useless like drinking Tabasco sauce before y'all head to the worst part is it would make sense if you could actually get drunk from this and that was the risk, but that he knows that that's not the risk. So it's super funny because he's just wasting time and resources for no reason whatsoever. So that being the case,
I've got another plan for the Tabasco. I'm gonna make Bloody Marys later. I'm gonna make Bloody Marys with it later.
Gotcha. Of course. Yes. Right.
I will try divine begging. I'm gonna try divine begging.
Roll your
and
charisma.
Okay. I'm gonna ask for. Well, let's see if I make it. Okay, it's a pass.
What are we asking for?
I'm asking for whatever. I can't explain it. Whatever chemically gets rid of alcohol.
You want
Like
something that
breaks it
can
down.
denature the alcohol?
Yeah.
The problem is that if you denature the alcohol, you make um, another chemical that's just as poisonous. What I will do is I will give you a um, I'll give you the gods will give you the key to this. So the bad
Okay.
news is that all pseudo elementals, and I said this before, they drop if you set these things on fire, which is what you're going to have to do. They can control the fire. They become essentially like fire elementals. However, they burn fast, and if they burn out, they die. So you have to put them in a situation where they need the fire to defend against you, and they will keep the fire going until it kills them. So that is the secret to defeating isopropyl uh, dragon nymphs. So, anything I want to do with that information?
Say that again. You said it was that.
So if you set them on fire, they can control the fire. They are the
Yeah.
fire. But if you keep them fighting while they're burning, they will burn themselves out. Especially isopropyl elementals because they burn fast.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have to keep them because they have to like focus on controlling it.
Right. Well, because their alcohol, the fire will eat up the alcohol till there's
Yeah.
nothing left.
Yeah.
Once the fuel is gone, the elemental, even if it's like one with the fire, is no longer there.
Yeah.
There are 4 of these things. So
I mean, that's honestly my plan was to light them on fire, anyways.
you have
so.
a giant flaming sword, and you're on fire yourself. So I figured that would be part of it. But the other thing is that
How do you keep
yeah,
them fighting? You just get in their
yes,
faces.
that's the other problem, and they're dangerous when they're on fire. And um, this is gonna be a very interesting situation for you.
I trusted my fellow companions to keep me safe. Besides, there's nothing we can't handle. With God on
Can
our
I-
side, and Hermes as well, how could we
Mhm.
possibly lose?
Yes, right, right.
Can I invoke my new ability, my Corsican brother ability, with Sir Reginald to give him some of my abilities?
Yeah. So you're gonna share you're gonna do Corsican with Reginald. Makes sense to me. Okay. Done.
Oh, he gets some of my dodging and backstabbing and
Fantastic.
other abilities.
Fantastic. Yes. Okay. Um. We are. Y'all are approaching the lake, and as we do that, I'm going to pause for a second. I'll be right back, and then we will narrate this fight. Be right back.
Yep.
Okay.
Laura stepped away for just a second.
Okay, then we will stay paused.
Ooh.
Yeah.
What game system are you using? That's a fantastic question. The game system is I said Merry Christmas on still. You'll see it. It's actually listed in the title of this. It's called the NU Narrative Universe TTRPG. It was made by me 28 years ago. I use my own homebrew system. Mr. Kurtwise, the Dancing Bard on TikTok, wrote it into a source book just this year, so you can buy it on itch.io, buy it on DriveThruRPG. But the system is called the NU TTRPG. Some people call it the Nut, which, you know, some people like and some people don't. But I don't care what you call it. You can get it on itch.io, you can get it on DriveThruRPG, you can get it on Amazon. It's called the Narrative Universe TTRPG, and that is the system. So, great question. Okay. As y'all approach this lake, is there anything you would like to do? You know that the elementals will sit on the lake as, you know, like as a sheen on top, and they basically become part of the liquid, so they're invisible, and they're indivisible from the lake itself. Is there anything you want to do as you approach?
Okay, so they're blending in with the lake, the
Like
four of them?
they just live inside the lake because they separate pretty well from the water, so the water's no
Mm-hmm.
problem for them. So they use the water as a way to hide, and um, you know, they're essentially invisible. They just like water. The nut is amazing. We all love it dearly. Everybody likes my nut, huh? I couldn't resist this time. The everybody keeps calling it the nut, so I might as well use it to my advantage. Yeah, what do y'all want to do as you approach the lake, which just looks like water, but there is alcohol mixed in.
It's the waters at the lakes at the edge of the town. Like we're walking into the town, and on the edge of that
No,
town is the lake.
it's on the north side of the town. You can see it. So you have the top of the cliff here. A little bit further down is the town. The water usually flows from top to bottom. They live along the river, but the river is poisoned because the lake is poisoned.
Okay, got it. And so then we got up to the top from the cliff.
Mm-hmm. You're there. You're at the
Okay.
lake.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. They can stay separated. Can they submerge themselves still, or are they on the top of the water?
They're like they can be submerged, but they live as a sheen usually on top of the water. They live as like a separated piece of the part of the water. Like you can't really see them. But they can't be inside the water because it separates on top.
Perhaps we should talk to them.
I am a charismatic liar. But what are we going to say?
I don't know. You're the charismatic one.
Can we offer them a drink?
Perhaps.
If you're willing to share, let's do it.
You're gonna approach them?
Out of game. Honestly, I don't know other than starting to talk to them and see if there's something that they want that we can maybe find a way to send them elsewhere. Or, you know what I mean? I honestly don't know out of game what to say to them.
I mean, I think it's like you said. We're gonna have to figure out what they want exactly,
Yeah.
or if they want anything. They may not.
Yeah.
And in which case, I guess we just fight.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay. So what do you say, like, as you approach the water? What do you, like, call out, or what do you say?
I will say, my dear isopropyl friends, we've come to see you because your scent was so
pungent. And is there anything we could offer you? We are adventurers. We're warriors, hoping to help you on whatever quest you might be on.
I dig it. Roll your charisma.
Pretty smile.
Roll your charisma.
That's a pass.
So, dude, what it is. So, has anybody ever played Dig Dug? Let me know this thing. Let me play that game. Okay.
It's been a very long time.
They have little like squat dragon-like creatures in that. The thing that forms out of the liquid looks like that, except it's like a clear liquid suspended in air.
Okay.
So, like, what do you need? You want me out? You want us out of this lake, just like everybody else, huh? We just come here. We want to spend some time at the lake, like anyone else. And here you come, telling us we can't be around here. We're not welcome.
I'm not telling you you can't be around here. I'm just telling you that there's a much better lake to the south, past the town. Another 500 miles, whatever we have here.
Roll for initiative.
I've been there.
Actually, you know what? That's not fair. Roll your charisma a second time. You have charismatic liar, so that has to matter. Roll your charisma.
That's pass.
Okay, so I'm going to give you a second fate roll, because the first was a 2. Second one's not much better. But, it is better. Actually, the second one's much better. It's 42. It's still not great.
Incredible luck.
Roll it.
What is that? Nope.
Okay.
Didn't make it.
Nah, man. Hell nah. I don't buy it. But if you say you got something, if there's something that we want, well, to be honest with you, we were kind of kicked out of our home. Not far from here, from the realm from which we came, our own little isopropyl lake teleported over here. Result of a planar convergence, as it were. So, if you want to go over there, it's been messed around by a full-on dragon, man. Isopropyl dragons treat us dragon nymphs like, like the red-headed stepchild, as it were. Which, kind of fair, since we, evolve into them over time. But it wasn't cool, man. So he came and claimed our lake. You want to go over there and slay yourself a dragon? Well, I'll say, I'll leave the lake. Yeah, it's not that far from here. Just about half a day's journey. So that's the only way I'm getting out of here, man. You go over there and you slay that dragon, I'm out of the lake. Otherwise, me and my brothers, we're going to sit here and enjoy ourselves a good time.
So she's just gonna kind of whisper to the group, do we want to kill the one big dragon, or we want to kill the 4 little ones?
I'd say that answer is obvious.
4 little ones, right? Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Same page. One mind. Alright, well, then she is just gonna be like, Reginald, attack!
On guard! I'll pull the sword
She
out.
jumps out of the way.
That qualifies as a sneak attack. Roll your initiative, everybody. Everybody gets +5 for your sneak attack. I did roll a 19 on one of these creatures, though.
I got 17 total.
I got a 2.
So you
I
got
got
5, 7.
10.
So then, get wrecked! These things are going to attack Makia, all 4 of them. They see you flaming, and they know they don't have a shot against you. So their best bet is to try to get Makia and get her in some kind of where they can threaten you with her life. So they're all going to attack Makia, and that is exactly what they're going to do. So they shoot out of the water at high speeds and try to surround you, almost become like an aura of liquid around you. And we have 2 of them make... Huh?
Could I drop a boon of Tikva?
You sure can. You gonna do that?
Yeah, I'd like to do it to make them more peaceful.
I mean, that was something to drop a second ago. Now I can have the boon drop and have it do something, but that was something to drop before you physically attack them. Like you could have done that to make her earlier application more effective, so they would have had a less extreme request. But now it's just going to do what it does. If you want to drop the boon of Tikva, you can.
I'll go ahead and drop it still.
Okay, so as the liquid comes towards her, a field appears, and they just hit basically what's a solid wall. I'm going to give Makia an attack first if she wants to, since she got attacked. She would be the one that's in closest proximity, so she'll get an attack, especially because we know what Reginald's going to do. Did you take whirlwind attack, Reginald?
I did not.
Okay, well, that's not the greatest thing in the world. You still have 3 attacks, so you can.
It's pretty simple, really. But I can drop ranching power and do
That's
other
true.
things.
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, you could lawyer that fire just kind of catches.
That's
you can't like
it might happen.
isolate it.
I would roll a fate roll. I mean, that is still likely to happen, but they also animate when the fire hits them, so they're not instantly destroyed. Unless you can heat it up enough that they just
Really
vaporize,
intense, yeah.
which is dangerous for everybody else.
I'm going to do a spring attack with my sword.
Okay. Roll your dex and your melee. And then I'm going to roll 100-sided because, to be honest with you, unlikely to affect them. But you can crit one or the other, and your fate roll could be good.
Oh, I crit the melee. I failed the dex.
You failed the dex, so that comes out to a make. So what happens is but because the fate roll wasn't great, what the good news is as you strike them, it keeps them in kind of a denatured form, so they're not able to form up and become solid things. The bad news is you have alcohol all over you. So if he catches them on fire, you're gonna burn too. So that goes to you, Reginald. What do you want to do now? That doesn't. I actually made a mistake there, and I just fucked something up as a DM. And is that right? I think that's correct. So I said that wrong, and I fucked up. So if I make mistakes, so I have to re-narrate that. You have alcohol on you. If he lights them on fire, the alcohol on you will also light on fire. Isopropyl burns clean. So the truth is that, like, you can take your hand and you can put it in pure alcohol and you can light it on fire. And if you get it out fast enough, and I wouldn't describe this to you except I said it wrong. So if anyone wants to know why I'm giving them this information, it's because I fucked up, because I said she would catch on fire. That's not exactly right. The alcohol on you would catch on fire. If you got into the water fast enough, it would actually go out, because you can actually take like pure like isopropyl. You can set on fire, and you shouldn't do. I don't do this at home, everybody. But you can and if you can put it in the water fast enough, it won't burn your hand.
I'll do it. Okay.
My brother has done that in the past.
Yes, so had mine, and so have I when I was a kid. because boys are dumb, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We just are.
All right.
We have no brains till we're about 12, and even then it takes a long time. So you're gonna. It's up to you, Reginald. Are you gonna set them on fire?
Of course.
Okay.
My whirling dervish attack.
Do you have a whirling dervish attack?
No.
Oh, then like this fucking.
Since he's my brother, he has uncanny accuracy. Does that help at all?
That's true. Yeah, that would help. So you're gonna roll your 3 Thakos. You have 3 melees. I'm sorry, melees.
Okay.
Blast of the past, Thako.
12, 13, 7 with the +4. And I'll also drop some ranching power here. I'll drop 50.
Okay. You
And actually here, I'll do this. because might as well. Nope, failed incredible luck. Failed ranching. Okay. And control ranching power 2 to help, and shape reality 1 to help
Okay.
me.
You obliterate the alcohol in the area. You annihilate it. They burn up. You need to get into the water in time, Laura. Roll 100. Roll against me on the 100-sided.
Can I kick her in the
I
water?
rolled. Yeah, you can. You're gonna need to roll the 100-sided.
Okay.
Okay. 40.
92.
You with the 92, you were able to kick her in the water, and she is put out
Sweet.
before she burns. And everybody at the
That's for
table
trying to
gets
steal
two.
my drink.
Everybody at the table gets 2 levels.
Jesus. Close look. Thanks, Oscar.
Good game, everybody. That was awesome. That was truly, truly awesome.
Thank you. That was great.
The
That was great.
That was a lot of fun.
Thank you all so much. Thanks everybody for coming. Thanks for being a part of it. But for now, the stream is ended.